The counter-offensive of the armed forces of Ukraine in the south is developing rapidly. The Ukrainian Ministry of Internal Affairs says that more than 50 settlements have already been deoccupied in the Kherson region. At the same time, according to the American Institute for the Study of War, Russian groups in the north of Kherson region have always been considered among the best in the Russian army. Now they are being driven out of the occupied settlements, while local residents meet the Ukrainian army.
Guys, where have you been for so long, our dear? How much we all missed you.
In Russia itself, there are fewer and fewer people who want to go to war in Ukraine. Over the past few weeks, more than 2,000 applications from Russian citizens have been received by the I Want to Leave hotline. The Russian military wants to surrender. They are guaranteed security and captivity in accordance with the norms of the Geneva Conventions. Both the Russian military and those mobilized from the temporarily occupied Crimea and the self-proclaimed Luhansk and Donetsk People's Republics are surrendering.
Then not just soldiers who are on the territory of Ukraine as part of the occupation army, but also those who were either just mobilized and are still on the territory of the Russian Federation, or their relatives, or even people who suspect that they may be mobilized and just in case clarify the information started to call.
Captivity is indeed a worthy alternative to service in the Russian army. According to the main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, those mobilized in Russia lack everything: food, uniforms, money, weapons. Recently, the Russian media reported that 1.5 million sets of military uniforms were missing in Transbaikalia. It just wasn't found in the warehouse, and they place the mobilized in barracks.
And in such conditions we must leave. Here it's just flop house, blankets, mattresses, pillows. They are just dirty.
And when the mobilized get to the war in Ukraine, no one needs them. The promised money is not paid, instead they are thrown on the battlefield.
They abandoned us. Donetsk or Luhansk People's Republic. Luhansk People's Republic. We have been threatened that if we refuse to be mobilized, then we could face up to 8 years of imprisonment. How much money do they pay? They say that they pay 75 for all the month. No one received money.
However, not everyone survives to be sent to Ukraine. 3 mobilized people died in the training center of the Russian Ministry of Defense in the Sverdlovsk region. Russian journalists were told that one died of a heart attack and the other committed suicide. The third was written off and sent home, where he immediately died of cirrhosis of the liver.
This is our army, dudes.
Meanwhile, the families of the Russian mobilized are given out various sudden things by the authorities as a consolation. In Tuva, ships, and the government of the Sakhalin region decided to be more creative. They promised to allocate 9 tons of fresh frozen fish. For each mobilized, the family will receive 5 to 6 kilograms. Reported by Serhiy, Angelika Brushnivska, UATV News.